And it is a finally Friday, an exciting Friday for sure. We're broadcasting live right here and getting ready and getting started for the Washington County Fair. Friday Holly Thompson from Salem Crossing. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Friday.
Friday, that's all right. What a beautiful morning. And of course, we got the sunshine coming up this morning, papers falling everywhere. But that's all right. All's good. And of course, getting ready for the Washington County Fair. And Holly, one thing that you said is, are we going to talk about fair food? Well, yes, we are.
We're going to talk about fair food.
We're going to have to talk about
Absolutely.
fair food. We're going to also have to talk about all kinds of other great things. We are going to be talking with our race car driver, and this is exciting today. And we're going to be talking with him very shortly. And then also we're going to be talking and meeting the Queens and the Teen pageant that is actually tonight. So a little bit different, and getting the Queen and Teen established. And then, of course, they'll be ready for their duties of tomorrow. Of course, we've got the Washington County Queen and Teen pageant. It's at 7 p.m. tonight at the middle school. Adults, $10, children 5 to 12, $5, and under 5, free. So Holly,
okay.
We're a little older than that.
Well, I thought I could get in.
The baby contest, which I'm in charge of, excited about that, will be tomorrow, and then diaper derby. And Holly, I know. Everybody has asked me, what's a diaper derby? Well, that is actually where we are going to put from 6 months to 12 months, you can enter. And you have to be a crawler, and we're going to turn those babies loose and see who crosses the finish line. It's the slowest 2.5 minutes in history. The Derby talks about being the fastest. We are the slowest. So anyway, of course, it's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, the mommies and daddies or aunts and uncles and that special grandma will be there at the finish line waiting for them to cross. So it should be a fun time.
That'll be very much fun.
Everyone has thought, someone asked me, they said, is it like actually where you're going to have to change a diaper? And I'm like, no. Well, that might have to happen, but that's not on the record, and that's not what the contest is for. So
that'll be so much fun, though.
So that's tomorrow, and it actually is going to be the diaper derby's at 12:30. The baby contest starts at 1. So you still have plenty of time, and in Washington County babies only. But if you're listening to this and you're a Washington County baby, bring those babies out. And admission is $6, and that includes the adult that's with the child and an adult for $6, and then anybody, siblings or anybody else that wants to come along and watch, $4. Admission for it is $4. And of course, the theme is basketball. And again, the judges will not be judging on clothing. If you have some cute basketball clothing you want to put on, that's great. But don't go spend a lot of money on that. They judge more on the personality, the child. Mm-hmm. They'll get the children laughing and playing. Mm-hmm. It's more about the child than the clothing. Mm-hmm. So don't worry about that. We don't want anybody fussing about that. I think we've got our guy right now, and let's see if this is Mike Morgan. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, how's it going?
It's great. And we are actually broadcasting right here from the Washington County Fairgrounds this morning. And we are so glad to get to talk to you. And you will be heading over to Washington County this coming weekend, right?
Yes, ma'am. We're en route right now. We should be over there early afternoon today.
Awesome. So your morning starts early for a race car driver.
Yeah, race truck driver, I guess, a little different. But we're going to make a few pit stops along the way and take care of some sponsors, and then head up there to the racetrack tonight and have a good time. And then we got the big race tomorrow.
It's very exciting. Mike, tell me a little bit about yourself and where are you traveling from?
Just south of Nashville is where I'm coming out of, a little town called Wartrace, Tennessee. We're out there in the middle of nowhere, walking horse capital of the world. I've been racing big trucks for about 7-8 years now. We're one of the original ones that started the newer series quite a few years ago, but we've been hanging in there off and on. Of course, Salem's putting on a race with us this weekend, and we're going to have a great time.
Well, I was just in Nashville for the CMAs or fanfare, however you want to say it. I love Nashville. You've always got so much going on, and there's some fun places to stop on the way from coming up.
Oh, yeah, there's some awesome places down just outside of Nashville. There's all kinds of cool places to check out if you got time to explore down there outside of CMAs.
Right.
Nashville area is just a beautiful place place to be, and that's why we're there.
I love that. So let's talk about your experiences. Were you a race car? Did you drive cars before? You said you've been doing this for about 7 years or 8 years. Did you drive cars before, or how did you get your start?
I've been a big truck technician for about 25 years. I've worked for Mack Trucks 25 years, turning wrenches and repairing everybody else's trucks. About 8, 9 years ago, a fellow stunt driver out of Hollywood and a couple other guys were putting a truck race series together. And he contacted me and was interested and said, hey, would you be interested in racing trucks in this big rig race series coming up? And I was like, absolutely.
How quick can I say yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we started building the truck right out the gate there, and we built the truck. They were all on a budget. The trucks weren't supposed to be real expensive, and they weren't. And we went racing. And the first 2 years, it was road course racing, and I won the championship both years.
Awesome.
Majority of the guys we race with right now are still some of the original guys from 8, 9 years ago, and some of the original trucks are still with the series. So, it's kind of cool. It just kind of flourished from there. We went from road course racing to circle track racing. The series has been bought and sold, and from different managers and different series owners. Right now, we're kind of in limbo. The track is putting on the races we can, and I think we're taking on some new ideas for the future.
Well, I'm going to use the word, and I mean this. I know it takes a lot of skill. I hate to use this, no insult, but beginner's luck. But no wonder you fell in love with it. I mean, you were successful. I mean, you had to realize you were born. This is what you were born to do. I mean, coming right out, being a rookie and jumping right in like that and winning.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've had racing in my blood all my life. I've done some certain amount of SCCA series racing. My uncle raced in the Trans Am series back in the late 70s, early 80s. My aunt was one of the champions in the PCA Porsche Club of America East Coast Division.
Oh, awesome.
I've always been around racing.
Yeah.
My dad was a police officer. I always had a police cruiser that was tuned up pretty good.
Yeah.
Back in the day. So, and I always had a hot rod. I met my wife drag racing. That's how it is. That's how the family is. We're a speed loving, ear jamming type of family. It's just how it was, and it hasn't changed since. We turn wrenches when we're not racing them, but when we're racing them, man, it's something else. You get 15 trucks, 13, 15 trucks on the track doing 120 mile an hour. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's what we were talking about. This is it's got to be extremely dangerous. I mean, because these cannot stop on a dime. I mean, really, right? I mean, the brakes. I mean, is that not a little scary at times?
You can actually be surprised. I mean, these trucks are built to pull an 80,000 pound load, and we're just hauling the weight of the truck around the track. It's about anywhere from 12, 13,000 pound trucks. And they have really good braking systems on them. Okay. I run 18.5-inch disc brake rotors on the front, and we spray water on the brakes to help keep them cool. They work very well, and we can stop pretty darn fast if we need to. We have some other things. We use an engine brake on my truck in particular to help with slowing the truck down. But, these trucks were pretty beefy to begin with, but we just added a lot of safety equipment to these things.
That was my next question. I know with the cars, I know that they've really, amped up, and which I'm very grateful and very thankful that they have, the safety. So how do they, have they done a lot with the trucks too then?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have full-blown roll cages, 2-inch 180 wall or 2-inch 120 wall tubing in the trucks. We wear HANS devices, helmets, just like you would any other race car series. We have fire-safe systems in the truck. Awesome. Axles are tied to the chassis. There's side pod intrusion bars between the front and rear axles. There's a lot of, like I said, safety equipment on the truck to keep them safe, to keep the fans safe, keep drivers safe. So, but we get out there racing, it's a whole nother deal. There will be some bent sheet metal by the end of the day, some broken fiberglass, probably a few flat tires, and a lot of sweaty drivers hanging out.
Yay! Boy, I tell you what, you're living the life. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think it sounds like so much fun. I love it. I think you need to look at your dad and say, I got the, what is it? I want to drive fast, Daddy.
Yeah.
Got the need for speed. Well, I love that the
that's the
family.
other thing.
Yeah, it's a
We're gonna
family
have a
deal.
pit party down there too. We'll let all the kids and families come down and
Aw.
check the trucks out,
That's cool.
hang out with us, and you know, just actually be able to touch the trucks, see the trucks up close. You know, it's not a thing where it's, you know, across the parking lot. You can barely see somebody with a set of binoculars. No, you're going to come up and give me a handshake. I'll give you a fist bump. You know, I'll give you a hero card.
Oh, I love
You know, sign an autograph, hang out with you, let you blow the train horn and stuff like that. Just hang out with me and check the truck out.
Well, that's
if I
awesome.
don't catch you during the pit party we got today or on Saturday, I'll be there till they turn the lights off at the track. We'll hang out and make sure everybody gets to check us out.
I love
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yes.
Yep.
That's what it's
We
about.
definitely do a lot for the kids.
I love that. Well, and you know, this is coming up, your next generation. You might be fist bumping, you know, the next, you know, winner of the Truck Dress Series, you know. So, I mean, you know,
yeah.
and that's what it's about, you know, getting the younger ones and getting family involved, and just like your family involved. That's what it's all about. And that's what racing has really, really worked hard. I appreciate racing, the way they've stayed to their standards, the way they've promoted family. They've made it a family environment. Salem Speedway's worked very hard to make sure that it's, you know, good for the whole family to come out. And I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, and even the drivers and stuff. We're all good friends and stuff. You know, outside of the racetrack or even in the racetrack. You know, we'll help each other out, get our trucks to the track, get them ready. You know, all those things. We'll help each other get tires fixed and pick repairs if need be during the race. But once you put the helmet on and you get on track, nah, game over.
That's exactly right. Then the evil eyes starts happening. Okay, so I've been on the road a lot, and lately it seems like I went from Nashville to Chicago. But I got a question. When you're like, I'm just thinking like on the interstate, let me bring it down to us that do not race, Mike. And this might sound absolutely crazy, but okay, like I'm thinking on the interstate, you know, like just like when you're changing lanes and, you know, you have 4 lanes or 3 lanes and you're going, you know, switching lanes and stuff. I mean, I was thinking about how a race car driver, now mind you, I was not going the speed you're going, but I was thinking about how a race car driver, I mean, you really like to get in there and like, even like, when you're even talking horse racing, to get your vehicle, to get your truck where you want it to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's say you want to go around someone. I mean, you just can't do that if there's somebody right. I mean, like, there's so many degrees of difficulties there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got spotters on the radio and stuff, and then we got mirrors all the way around the trucks. And it's still very difficult to try and make your 13,000-pound truck fit in the hole that don't fit.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what I'm
it's
thinking.
like trying to hit the toll booth gate and, you know, up north somewhere and doing it at 120 without slowing down. You know, from afar, you're looking at a real small point of view to try and, you know, fit your vehicle through, and we don't slow down. You know, we'll find a hole and shove it in there and race to the front and bump and grind, and push and shove. And sometimes it gets a little rougher than that from time to time, but, you know, it's all good. You know, we'll go home, fix them up, and go back to the next race.
Well, and that is a blessing because you did say you were a mechanic, so that probably saves you a lot of money. You know, that you can actually do a lot of your own. And I'm a huge believer in that, knowing your product, knowing what you're doing. I think that's fantastic, Mike. Yeah,
that's how we came along with this whole situation. You know, we came to the very first race prepared. You know, I knew exactly what I wanted to put into the truck to make it a fast and effective race vehicle, and it worked. You know, nowadays though, it's still more challenging. Everybody's up at the same speed. We all got mostly the same equipment and same adjustments and same situations. So most of the trucks are pretty equal. You know, they're all pretty much the same weight, and you can only get but so much grip out of a tire. So it doesn't really matter how much horsepower or torque you have. You know, you can only put so much to the ground. And you can only turn left so much in these trucks. You know, at some point in time, they're going to slide up into the wall. You know? It is what it is. They're not race cars, but they are really quick and they are a lot of fun to drive.
Do they have more of a tendency to fall or roll over, I guess? Or what is it? I guess it'd be like tip over?
No, they're really stable.
Okay.
A lot of these trucks are lowered quite a bit. They're not as high as a normal semi-truck. Cabs are lowered to the height of the frame, and suspensions are softened up and lowered quite a bit. So they're a lot closer to the ground. I don't think we've had anybody really roll a truck over
Awesome.
ever. We might have had one in the other series out north in Portland, Oregon, but he went way off track and had a bunch of grass somewhere. So they're fairly safe. They're, like I said, they're pretty stable. I've done a lot of different things with my truck outside of this racing. I've done autocrossing and Turismo drift with it. We actually did a full-on drift contest with cars over in Knoxville late last year and got invited out and did some stuff with that. We've done a lot of different things. The truck does donuts and drifting real well, It surprises a lot of people when we do things with these trucks, and they're like, I can't believe a semi-truck just did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm amazed. I'm going to be amazed too. And I think, wow, what a driver, that's pretty awesome. So we want to cheer you on, Mike. So let's tell us the color of your truck and your number, and so that all the fans can be hollering for you.
Absolutely. I'm running the black 88 Mac. And the nickname of the truck is Mac Vader.
Mac Vader.
Love it.
Now you've
Love
just
it.
really gone up the food chain. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Mac Vader.
Just punch in Mac Vader on the internet and you'll find us. We're
That is
all over. That truck's been everywhere.
I want to.
Go ahead. We got a lot of other trucks out there. We'll have the 01 Chris Keeplehand Special out there. Orange looks a little bit like the General Lee. We got Lightning out there in his truck. Alice's Revenge. We got the Iceman bringing his Freightliner down out of Wisconsin. We got Turbo. He'll be coming in. There's a lot of cool cats coming out here racing, and they're really fast, and each one of them is a very unique individual.
I love that so much. I feel like when your truck comes in on the speedway, I really want to, and I could make a sound system up that has the Darth Vader sound, you know what I mean? And we need the steam. Mike, we need to go all out for you. You know what I mean? That's just so awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. When we first built the truck, I had I had just painted it, and I was at a truck stop, and it was on the trailer and was pulling out, and there's big lights at the truck stop were shining through the back window coming out the front windshield of the truck. And it just looked so dark, so mysterious. I was like, Mac Vader. Oh, yeah. There it is.
We need to get you a lightsaber in there. You need a glow lightsaber as you go. You know what I mean?
Well, I tell you what we do have. We have eyeballs that we put in the windshield, especially for transport. We got to take them out when we get to the track. But I have a light that sits on the front of the hood, so when we're traveling down the interstate, the light lights up the eyeballs on the windshield.
Oh, wow.
So if you're coming down the interstate, coming at us on the other side, you're looking at a truck with eyeballs there lit up in the middle of the night.
I love that.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool. Well, Mike, you are awesome, and I'm so excited. I've got to meet you this weekend, and I'm going to try to get over there sometime Saturday because I think it's, and you have raced at Salem before, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought you were no stranger. So you know how the track is. It's a nice track. Salem was going to welcome you, and we are super duper excited about this truck race. And I know I even talked to Bill at Po Boys yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, this is going to be so good." He's like, and he goes, it's just amazing how they do it, and he's ramped up. I think he could do a race today. We could right now when you start to unload, if you just start your race, we'll be right there with you. Okay.
Yep, majority of trucks are coming in tonight, so we'll be all ready first thing in the morning. This is going to be a great show, and I can't thank everybody over at the Salem Speedway for everything they've done. They've brought on a lot of sponsors, and we got a lot of people put together to help make this thing happen. So I really can't thank them enough.
Yeah, they're great to work with, and it just doesn't happen. It does take a lot of work. I'm glad you said that, Mike. Yeah.
Yep. Like I said, there's a lot of thanks going out to the guys behind the scenes to make this thing happen. So.
I agree. Mike Morgan, we're going to look you up, and I want everybody to come out and support you and be screaming when that truck, hits the pavement. We're going to be cheering you on, and hopefully you'll get to see you in victory lane. Okay.
Absolutely. Hope to see you there too.
Okay. Mike Morgan, the semi-truck race Saturday at Salem Speedway. Everybody come out and support. And thank you so much for being generous with your time this morning. All right. Be safe.
You're welcome. You too.
All right.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
See you later.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Pretty awesome, Holly.
Mac Vader. I love that.
I do too. How
love
cute is that?
That is awesome.
I was just,
I
I
would
was,
love to see the eyes on the side.
me too.
Yeah.
That would make my day. You know, like when you're traveling down the interstate and like, you know, you need some excitement.
You do,
You
because
know?
it just becomes so mundane, just right.
I
when you're
know.
doing a long trip.
It's like, oh yeah,
You
there's
need
the same
something to
light.
break it up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That would definitely get my attention.
Mhm.
I
Mine
think
too.
several other people's attention too.
Yes.
So that is going to be at Salem Speedway, and we're super duper excited about that. And so bring the kids, and it's not expensive at all. I actually have I know it's very inexpensive for families. That was something they really wanted to keep it. They wanted to keep it. I think it's 12 and under, even free. I don't want to misspeak there, but I think I thought I had the rates here, but it's really inexpensive because they won't really, I mean, of course they have to charge,
Mhm.
because have to keep the lights on, but they've worked hard to keep it family
Mhm.
friendly and family where families can go, because we know that, Holly, when you have 1,000 kids and then of course, don't forget, you're going to have a hot dog.
You have to
Have the
food
hot
to go
dog,
with it, yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Or the nachos or the pretzel, right?
Mhm.
Or all of the above.
All of the above. All of the
Right?
above.
Yeah. And then maybe if you want some swag, some cool t-shirts or something, you know what I mean?
Mhm, mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
You want all that?
Yes.
So-
So you got to have that little extra money to do all that stuff with.
Yeah, for sure. We're supposed to be having the Washington County Queen candidates. I don't know if they're going to come up or not, but they're over there. But I don't know whether we should just walk over there to them, and maybe we'll just do the interview over there, I guess. Okay, let's do it. And
Okay,
Holly,
let's do
grab
it.
our.
Do we need to thank our sponsors before we get
Absolutely,
over there?
Holly, let's thank our sponsors.
Do you have my list?
I do have your list.
Okay.
I actually I texted to you, but
Oh, I'm so
it's
sorry.
Okay. It's all right. There
I
you
have
go,
my
Holly.
phone
It's
on
right
mute.
here.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's right there.
We would like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Po' Boys Barbecue, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn. Thank you so much, sponsors.
All right. Thank you to our great sponsors. And we are, yes, we're just going to walk right on over there. And,
Okay.
all right, let's do this, Holly. And if everybody will join us right here, and we are actually Facebook Live. So we'll just come on over and start talking to the Queen candidates. And so follow us on over. So we just thought we'd come on over to you. And so Becky DeWeese, our director here. And Becky, you want to just tell us who all you brought with us this morning?
I brought the two queens this morning, the teen queen and the fair queen. And then we've brought the 10 contestants here today to visit with you. And then we're going to go practice our final practice for today.
Awesome. Okay. And so let's go ahead and let's meet the girls. Let's do do you want to do the teens first? Let's do the teens first.
Okay. They'll introduce themselves.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm Lily Gilstrap. My parents are Jenny and Josh Voiles. I'm going to be a junior at Salem High School, and I'd like to thank my sponsors, ZEC Angus, Rick Costin. And my favorite fair food is probably funnel cakes, and my favorite basketball team is the Indiana State Hoosiers.
Hi, my name is Jayla Batt. I'm the daughter of Ryan and Laura Batt, and my favorite basketball team is the Ball State Cardinals. My favorite fair food is probably also funnel cakes. I'm going to be a sophomore at West Washington Junior Senior High School, and I'd like to thank my sponsor, Christian Family Dentistry.
Hi, I'm Amelia Tedrow, and my parents are Amanda and Aaron Tedrow. And my sponsor is John Jones Police Pursuit Vehicles. And my favorite food, fair food is probably ice cream or something like that.
Good morning. My name is Izzy Guthrie. I'm the daughter of Tim and Trisha Guthrie. My favorite basketball team is the Indiana Hoosiers, and I'd like to give a special thank you to my sponsor, Ursenberg Orthodontist. I will be a freshman at West Washington Junior Senior High School in the fall. My favorite fair food is snow cones.
Hi, my name's Chloe Crockett. Dang it. Wait, what's next? My favorite basketball team is the Indiana Hoosiers. My parents are Ashley Crandall and Jaron Crockett. I attend Salem Middle School, and I'll be in 8th grade. I'd like to give special thanks to my sponsor, John Jones Auto Group, for sponsoring me.
My name is Allison Hardy. My parents' name is Joni and Clint Hardy. I will be in the 8th grade at Salem Middle School. I would like to thank my sponsor, Jason Wade State Farm Insurance. My favorite basketball team is Indiana Hoosiers. My favorite fair food is funnel cake. Thank you.
Good morning, Washington County. I am contestant number 1, Arena Hardy. I am the daughter of Joni and Clint Hardy, and I would like to thank my sponsor, Main Street Meats. I will be a sophomore at the University of Southern Indiana. My favorite basketball team is the University of Southern Indiana. My favorite fair food is deep fried Oreos. Good morning. My name is Molly Coomer. I'm the daughter of Calvin and Tara Coomer. I'm contestant number 2. I would like to thank my sponsor, Eddie Gilstrap Motors. And my favorite collegiate basketball team is St. Mary of the Woods College. I'll be a sophomore at St. Mary of the Woods College in the fall. And my favorite fair food is probably Dole Whip ice cream.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Samantha Catherine Bowers. I am contestant number 3. My parents are Beth and Brian Bowers. My favorite basketball team is the Indiana Hoosiers. My favorite fair food is probably corn dog. I'm going to be a senior in the fall at West Washington Junior Senior High School, and I'd like to thank my sponsor tonight, Lyles Construction, LLC.
Hello and good morning. I'm contestant number 4, Bailey Hardwick. I am the daughter of Jeremy and Betty Hardwick. In the fall, I will be a senior at West Washington Junior Senior High School. I'd like to thank my sponsor today, Lance Clothing and Shoes. My favorite basketball team would be the Indiana Hoosiers, and my favorite fair food is the Westview sourdough bread.
Hello and good morning. I am 2022 Miss Washington County teen, Maddie Akers. My fair week during last year's fair consisted of being at a lot of the shows, passing out ribbons to all the people who were in the show, having to be in the 4th of July parade, the fair parade, Halloween, and Christmas parade. And I enjoyed all of that with Abby. And then we would do a lot of the open shows that were held at the fair.
Thank you. Good morning. I am Miss Abigail Young, Miss Washington County 2022. I had a really good reign this year. The fair was pretty great. We had a good time passing out ribbons. It was a long week, I know, but it was great getting to learn the community and learning everyone's name and all the little girls that love to come and take pictures. I loved passing out ribbons and getting to know some of the people that were showing. I also loved all the parades that me and Maddie did last minute and decorating and them falling off on the way to the parade. That was always a fun time. I don't know. That was a great year. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you, Abigail. And thank you, Maddie. And we're going to, Becky, let's talk about our girls and tell us a little bit about the pageant. And it's tonight's the pageant. And the girls are all up and at 'em this morning, starting their morning off early, right?
They are. And I thought, what a great way to start this, to go through an interview, get ready. We're going to go practice here in a little bit, spend the last hour going over everything, making sure it goes really smooth for each one and they're comfortable speaking in a microphone. And then they'll be free till 4:30 and they'll be dressed and ready to come in for their interviews and then do the onstage part at 7 p.m. tonight at the Salem Middle School.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about what does go on. What will the judges be judging on?
That I can't tell you what they're going to be judging.
Like what will there be? Like, is there?
They're going to have interviews.
Okay.
They'll have their interviews, and then the girls will all come backstage, and that'll take an hour. The judges will eat at 6 p.m. and be ready to come on stage. Then the teens will be in sportswear for the first time.
That's
when
what
they
I
come
was
out.
trying to. What are their themes? I guess that's what
well, the theme is basketball,
right.
and the theme this year for us, it's anyone's game. Someone asked me what I was going to do for a theme, and I got to talking basketball, and all of a sudden, it's anyone's game came up, and I thought immediately of the girls. It's going to be one girl, so there was our theme. So they'll come out in their favorite T-shirts will be their favorite basketball team.
Oh, that's cute.
Yep. To introduce themselves, and then they'll come out. The teens will come out in sportswear. The queens will come out in professional wear, and then they'll go in and change and come out in a dressy dress. We call it church dress for their on-stage question and model that, and then the queens will come out in formal wear.
Oh,
and answer an on-stage question, which they don't know, and I don't know. The judges will take care of that for them.
Right. Yeah, that was what I was meaning.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Yeah, we don't want to get into that.
No, not
that is completely the judges. That's over my head for sure. I just was wanting to kind of give the format because and I think that a lot of times with I know with the pageant, and the I think that a lot of people don't realize all the scholarship and all the opportunities that they have with this and being a part of this.
Oh, it's just wonderful because some of the girls are not used to going into an interview and being on stage in front of people, and they're going to learn so much about it, and that's what it's all about. And there is a large scholarship money this year coming out. We're going to have a queen and her court member, the extension club or extension office. I went and asked what they needed back. They're passing out ribbons, and they told me 2 or 3 people at a time. So since we have a smaller number, I hate to leave someone standing there by themselves on stage. So we're going to just crown the queen and her court member, and same thing for the teens, and we'll go from there and start passing out ribbons.
Okay, so let's go from this. Okay, so after they are crowned, okay, and then they have
a busy week.
A busy week, yes. Have you informed them, you guys? There might be time to run, okay? Because I'm telling you, good luck getting food. Good luck getting sleep. I mean, it is.
It's a busy week.
Becky keeps you busy for sure.
They'll start Saturday with the baby contest.
Yes.
They'll be over there to help you. Then that evening, they're going to help with the Miss Master.
Oh, awesome.
That's on their list right here to start out. Okay. And then Sunday will be the parade. And then Monday we go from there. And then Tuesday, every show that there's out here in the barns, they're going to be passing out the ribbons for them. And then they have when there's free time, they get to run around and do what they want to do. Or walk around, I should say.
Yeah. Well, it's so much fun. And I think, this week for them, it's almost like a dream. It goes so fast. I mean, you're so tired. It's probably you're going to be hungry, tired, and your feet are going to hurt. But you know what? It's going to be and then once this week is over, you'll never get that week back. It's a wonderful a moment in your life that you'll forever remember.
You want to enjoy this week because it is going to go fast. You're going to think by Wednesday you're tired, and I don't know if I can go through it, but you've got Friday to rest up. Saturday you have to be here for the auction to pass out to the buyers for all the animals, and then you get to go home, rest. And I tell them, rest any minute that you get, rest, because then you're going to come back in the evenings and you're going to be busy. And there's shows in the evenings that they have to attend and pass out the ribbon. But it is a wonderful experience for the girls to enjoy, and you'll never forget it.
That is exactly right. Well, and I think that's whenever I want for our listeners, when you're up here at the fair and you see with someone with the crown or her all of her court, tell them, what a great job, and, proud of them, and talk to them and find out a little bit about themselves, because these are some really, really awesome ladies.
We do.
And also, Becky, to put their name in the hat and to say, we're going to step out and do this, that right there separates them, quite a bit from others that maybe, are a little bit, intimidated about this, trying to do
right. I just encourage the girls to come. I didn't get out and do this when I was younger, and it just helps you to get up and speak before people. And I'm here today speaking to you in front of them because I know what it takes to do it, and no one, I never had that opportunity, so I'm not going to refuse to do it. Even if I make a mistake, girls, I'm going to do it, because if I'm going to ask you to do something, I'm going to do it myself.
Yeah.
So we're just going to grow from it and become more confident when we're in front of people and talk to them. So it's a great experience for them. Plus, we're helping these parents out pay for some college.
I know.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, great for sure. And and all of the sponsors, everybody that gives and they do, that's off the chain. That's wonderful.
It really is. We have so many sponsors who've given so much, whether it's advertising on the back of the program, scholarship money, they're giving us gifts. It's all that has a value to it. Mm-hmm. And we would not have this pageant if we didn't have the sponsors here. And today, I've been at it where I can just mail them a letter, and here comes the checks
Yeah.
in to help sponsor the pageant. And if their girls go out and ask for sponsorship, they don't turn them down. And, you know, the one thing I've learned in life, girls, if somebody tells you no, don't take it personally, because we don't know what's in their checkbook.
Yeah.
And you just go on and, you know, don't be upset about it.
Right.
Because there'll be someone else there who will step up to the bat for you.
Right. Well, I think it's interesting because you're over the queen and the teen pageant, and your theme, or you're saying it's anybody's game. Okay, well, you know, the whole fair theme is basketball. So I'm over the baby contest. So mine is babies be ballin'. Oh, I had to tell
That's
that.
good. That's
Okay,
good.
all right.
Well, I forgot the parade theme, but when I read that, when I was typing up what's going to go on this week, I went, oh, they've got a great theme too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm just sorry. I work with MTech, Lacey out there to make our program. And I was crying the blues yesterday because this week thought, oh, I'd love individual basketballs to put on for a backdrop and put the girl's name on that. But I didn't think about it quick enough. So I've got one big basketball to put on stage. That's absolutely beautiful. And we'll go from that. We're going to use jerseys. Lynx has given us jerseys of all 3 schools that we'll put on the backdrop.
Awesome.
And we do have IU. I don't have Purdue because we don't have the jersey in the pants to put up there, but we would
Surprised
if we
the
had
police didn't come flying into you.
I
or
know,
something,
maybe
you know?
they'll be listening
I was going to
today.
say, I'm sure that there's going to be, you're going to raise up some eyebrows. Oh, we've got that.
Oh, I know, but you know, we got Rebecca Marshall. Maybe she's got
That's
something
that's
for
true
do
too. Yeah,
that
you're
she
right.
could bring to
That's-
us, and we
absolutely.
could cover that. Then
Well, and because we got a lot of good Purdue, you know, community members too. So,
right.
And no, I think this is, and it's also trying to pull together. And I know that, you know, when you're, you know, we all are volunteers. And, you know, and I do want to say to you girls, the what you're getting, and Becky doesn't, I don't get anything from Becky on this, but I want you to say what you're learning and the skills and the time that she's taking with you. It's like none other. I mean, this is absolutely great. I mean, you would have to pay for what she's teaching you and the little things that'll be stuck in your head. You will forever remember. And these will be actually just good tools in your toolbox for the rest of your life. And so cherish this time and cherish this moment. It's so much fun and it goes so fast.
Oh, it does. But isn't it? Isn't that right, girls? It's time to give it up, isn't it?
Well, can we talk? I hate to call these little girls has-beens, but let's talk to them. So, Abigail, I guess, I mean, you know, how special, what would you say to these ladies? I guess, you know, what would you say to these girls that are going to be competing tonight? And, you know, let's go back a year ago. You were right here in this moment.
I was very nervous. It wasn't something that I thought I'd be doing. I know that. But as I got into it, I loved it. I love being able to meet all the other girls and getting to know one of them, become friends with some of them. I'd say just have confidence in yourself. Just believe in yourself because you know yourself the best. And if you mess up, just keep going because then they don't know if you messed up or not. So just keep going. Have confidence. Just push on.
Yeah. And of course you've had a big year. I mean, you've done a lot and we've enjoyed watching you grow. And I guess Abigail, probably, the most part, so how do you feel like you've grown the most, I guess?
I think I've grown a lot as a leader and being able to just be out in my community and like getting to talk to more people. That's what my favorite part was, getting to learn people's names and know people from businesses and just growing as myself.
Mm-hmm. So, well, Maddie, we're not going to leave you out. Let's pass the mic to Maddie. Maddie, and you are the Miss Teen, Washington County. And how has that been for you?
So I enjoyed it a lot. I was pushed by my mom to do it because...
Well, moms, we nudge a little. Yeah.
The prior year, I wasn't eligible to do it because I wasn't technically old enough. And I had a lot going on with sports and everything. And so then she had pushed me to do it. And so whenever I got on stage, I had found that I was very confident in everything I did. And I was very confident with my onstage answer and onstage question. And basically after the pageant, everybody was saying how confident I was and that I was very deserving for this title.
Do you remember your question or your answer? Do you remember?
My question was...
she does. I'm impressed. Okay.
My question was, who is my favorite teacher and why. And then my answer was my 4th grade teacher, Miss Holzapple, because I'd felt like I had learned a lot from her class.
I love that. Oh boy, she was beaming, I'm sure, on that, right?
Yeah, she texted my mom during the pageant because she was watching online,
Uh-huh.
and she had texted that answer had brought her into tears.
Oh, I would be tearing too. That's awesome. Awesome. So when you like when you were at the point, the morning of the pageant and we had talked like on the radio and everything, how was that for you? Were you nervous too, like these ladies, and have you gave them any advice?
I was still very confident. I was confident from the beginning.
Okay.
My big thing to all of you is be confident in your answers and not to be nervous, because there's nothing to be nervous for. It's basically just like you're in your bedroom practicing, and just a lot of practice for any question that they could ask you or anything like that.
And where do you get all your confidence?
I think I get my confidence from my mom, because my mom's a very outgoing person. She loves to talk, and so I think I get that from her.
And Abigail, what about you? Where do you get some of your confidence, or how do you feel about it all?
I don't know. I feel like I get my confidence from myself because I just have to believe in myself
Mhm.
and know that I can do it. Just think, what could go bad?
Yeah,
You can just
right.
build up from there.
Right. So when you turn the crown over and say, that you'll, to a new queen tonight, what's your plans for the summer, and what's your plans for the future?
Well, at 2 o'clock in the morning, I fly out to Florida for Disney.
Oh, okay, all right. So I guess where are you going after the pageant? I'm going to Disney
I'm
World.
going to Disney World, yes.
Well, that's fun. Yeah. So that'll be a little bit of relaxation. And
Mhm.
have you been helping the girls too? Have you been at some of the practices, or
I've had some basketball going on lately, so
Okay.
I haven't been able to, but a few of them have reached out to me, and I've tried to help with a few things that they needed,
Mhm.
like some hairstyles or just some confidence boost if they needed it.
Yeah.
But I've been trying my best if they needed anything.
Sure. And then, of course, backstage tonight's going to be very important. And you two will be back there and helping the girls and knowing what they're going through, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And kind of calming them and, and giving that, that little bit of a, now, how excited is that with you, Becky, for them to mentor and to, they know exactly what these girls are going through.
Right. I think it's great. Now they'll be on stage tonight.
Oh, that's right. They will be. Okay.
They'll be on stage, but we'll have people back there, and I'm there right beside the door as they walk out to remind them how they're going to walk around, where they're going to make their turns, and where to be looking at. So, they get coached all the way through the pageant.
Right. And of course, we want to thank the Salem School Corporation because, letting you use the middle school tonight and letting me use the elementary school tomorrow. And then again, the middle school again tomorrow night for the other pageant. So we want to thank our Salem School Corporation for being so kind with that.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's so much a better environment.
Oh, it is.
When it's air conditioned.
It's air conditioning, and the girls are familiar with the stage. We don't have to worry about rain. We don't have to worry about setups. So the stage is there. We've worked on it all week long, so they know exactly what to expect tonight when they come in after their interviews for the stage. We'll practice as soon as they come out of their interview until 6:30. We'll probably pull the curtains if they haven't all been through it, and then we'll start the pageant at 7 o'clock.
Right. Well, and I do want to make a mention on the weather because the year my daughter Abigail was giving up her crown, it was a terrible storm and there was actually lightning.
Right.
And we know you can't have an outside event with lightning, and and I know, Becky, we did it rushed through, kind of hurried, but and then we realized that this is just such a better environment. Nobody has to be rushed. Nobody has to worry about weather. We don't have to worry about temperature, and these girls are much more at ease.
Right. it is much better to
Yeah.
have it at the school. I hate that we're not on the fairgrounds, but it's just a better environment for us all.
I think
around.
everybody understands
Mhm.
once you explain that, you know what I
Mhm.
mean, that, either it was either so hot that the girls were like so uncomfortable, or just the opposite. It was raining or or lightning. I mean, there's, a lot of factors with the weather, especially this time of year.
Oh, yes.
You never know for sure what you're going to get. So this is a nice environment. So let's go back over the prices. I do believe the pageant, of course, it's 7:00 tonight. Adults, $10. Children, 5 to 12, $5. Under 5, free. And okay, so the pageant starts at 7. What time will you be allowing the doors to open?
We're going to open up at 6:30.
6:30.
Mhm.
Okay, so 6:30 tonight. And of course, tell us a little bit also to bring some extra money for. Are they doing the People's Choice or?
Yes, they can vote for the People's Choice. We had the girls doing that earlier this year, so be sure and bring some extra money in your pocket when you come to vote for your favorite girl. It has no bearing on the judging of who gets queen. It's a separate thing, and the judges will be given that after they have made their decision, and they are told right off the bat that we have a People's Choice, and it has no bearing on their scoring at all. So, there could be 2 girls or it could be 3. We just don't know until tonight.
Right. Well, that's going to be exciting for sure. And again, tonight, and having it on Friday night works out well because the queen and teen can start their reign with their court and, start like the baby contest to the Mr. and or Miss, what am I saying?
Mr. Master contest.
I'm so afraid I'm going to say a bad word. Holly.
Yes.
Anyway, on that.
So it's an extra day for these girls to help out, and it does give them a full week to enjoy it. Next year, I hope to have it on Saturday night, so that we can just we'll all be off work. We're not working. A lot of people don't realize that. We do have a real job to do.
Yes.
So,
and we are volunteers. We just want everybody to, we always say
remember that we are
volunteers.
volunteers, and we have a family also, so that we work in. So
demanding families.
But it's a lot of fun. I love it. I haven't gotten tired of it yet. So just good luck to the girls today. It's in their hands. They don't realize this. And I stress this to them. It's in your hands to do this. And the judges coming in, they will be the ones selecting whoever they choose to be Miss Washington County teen or queen, and be excited for whoever does win this and come back and do it again. You've learned what it's all about, and you'll have a great time.
Yeah, definitely. And it goes by fast. And of course, they've each told their favorite food, and we're very excited about the fair food. And the actual fair, the parade will be Sunday, and the actual rides will start up on Monday.
Yes, so, and this year something new that the following Sunday they're going to have the rides going again. I think 6 to 8. So there's just an extra time for everybody to ride the rides.
Love that. And of course, then Senior Day will be on Tuesday. Wednesday will be the Kids Day, and which always I love that we kind of keep that tradition, so that everybody kind of knows the dates, on that. So and that always works out well. There's a lot going on at the bottom of the hill and the grandstands, and then of course up here at the gazebo here, there's always entertainment. And of course, please don't forget to stop by and see all those beautiful 4-H projects.
Oh,
they work so hard on those. I've seen all around town at Walmart people rushing around. I remember those wonderful nights and days.
There's just something here for the fair for everyone. I don't care if you're a baby to senior citizens, and they have open class. So, you can still enter projects if you want to.
Yeah.
No matter what your age is. So
that's true.
Just be a part of it and enjoy this whole week, because it's going to go fast, and you'll have to go somewhere else to get fair food if you're really wanting fair food.
Right. And I think the Washington County Fair is a special time for all of us. We all have that memory, and this is what we do. This is what our county, you'll see people you haven't seen, for a long, long time, or maybe a year since last year, will come out for the Washington County Fair.
I know. And I appreciate our fair and our fair board members and our officers who put this on year after year after year, because I've had the opportunity to travel the state of Indiana. I've been all the way up north judging. I've been all the way south to the tip of it judging, and I get to walk around and look at their fair, and we are so fortunate to have the fair that we have here, because there's some fairs that you would think would have a large fair that don't. It's very small, and it's just basically 4-H, and it just makes you appreciate and enjoy your fair and the people who are helping put it on year after year. So I just hope everybody really appreciates all the hard work everybody puts out for this.
I agree. And again, let's say it again, Becky. We are volunteers.
Yes.
I know.
And we do have
I know.
real
Everybody's
jobs.
like, we get it. We get it. We get that. We get that. Right.
But I'm very fortunate
Oh, I
with,
know.
in my
we
business.
love what we do. Yeah.
Yeah, but they understand what's going on this week,
Sure.
and they call me, and I can run in there and get them their makeup, and then catch up with them next week.
Right.
With it.
For
So
sure.
that's the best thing about a small community.
Yeah. I think everybody knows. And I think everybody is very aware when Fair Week happens, how crazy it can get,
Yes.
So, but it is a fun time. And again, I do want to say, the Washington County Fair is a free fair. It does not cost anything for you to come up here. We have free parking, which has been something that we have worked very hard to keep that. I know there was talk years ago, trying that would be an extra charge, an extra income for the fair board, but they decided no against that. So it is free parking. We have that shuttle that we love to ride, and so it's my favorite ride. Holly,
Well-
is it your favorite ride too?
I love it.
I know. I knew you loved.
Isn't it that
Yeah.
over there?
Yeah,
Right
right
there.
over there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's fun.
it's the funnest ride. It's the craziest, wildest ride.
Well-
I do not like walking that hill.
No. Yeah.
Well, the other thing I think we need to remind everyone who have children that you can go to Mid-Southern Bank and buy passes for 3 days that I think, if I remember right, I called Sharon, $30 maybe. So, go to Mid-Southern and buy those passes, and that way you're going to save some money to
Right.
have them ride the rides.
Right. We're all about that. And if you can
Mhm.
save some money, and of course, Kids Day, there's all kinds of free activities going on. So we want it to be, where everyone can be a part and can afford, and it's not, so much. And that's like with the parking and also, just entering into the fair, there's no charge, because that's something that you can spend your money on, funnel cakes or corn dogs or
Mhm.
all of the good stuff that you have to have. And you have to pace yourself. We learned that, right, Holly?
I usually get my goodies, and then I go and watch the demolition derby.
You get your goodies and you go to
I
the
get my
gym.
goodies.
Holly-
I go and I tell my kids, you go ride the rides, and I'm gonna go watch the demolition derby because that's my favorite. And I just chill out and I people watch because I
Oh,
love people watching.
Well, that is true. And you'll have a
Yeah.
lot of that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also have a lot of, our booths, a lot of great people that are up here at our booths, that merchants and also, from food vendors.
Mhm.
So, let's get out and let's, but you do have to kind of get a map of all of the, where to get this and get that. And of course, the lemon shake ups to the,
Oh, you have to have a lemon shake up.
yeah. I haven't, elephant ear, definitely. Yeah.
Funnel cake.
Funnel cake. Have you heard the? I'm with the elephant ear, Becky. Have you heard? Are the cinnamon rolls going to be here?
I don't know.
I had to
yet.
break up with them. Because we were getting too close.
I will have to have one, and I have ice cream every night.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to have ice cream.
Yeah.
So I at the dairy barn every night getting ice cream. So
Yeah.
don't run out of what is it? Always forget which mudslide.
Is it
What?
Moose Tracks?
Moose tracks.
Moose Tracks. Yeah. How could you
Oh,
forget
yeah.
that? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I'm a fan of that too. So anyway, all kinds of good food on that. But we've just got a few more minutes here, and we want to thank everyone for tuning in. And of course, we started off this morning. There's a lot going on, in our community. I think you can do everything, though. I think you can get it all done. And of course, tonight is the pageant, and it starts at.
It starts at 7:00, and Mike Motzinger will be emceeing for us this year. So just come out and support the girls. Support all of them tonight.
Yeah. And if they, cheer for them all, you're totally
Mhm.
right. If you're going to cheer for one, cheer for all.
Cheer for all of them
Yeah.
because it's out of our hands. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. So just cheer for them out. And you know what? It gives them confidence on stage to hear people applauding them when they come out. And I just think I have always believed that you need to cheer for everyone and just have a good time and make them feel good about themselves, that they're up there on stage doing it.
Right.
I always say the best girls we have right now in our county are the ones who took the chance to get out on stage and get out on a limb and try something new.
Yeah.
You know, it's only going to make you better.
Right. That's exactly right. Well, and stepping out of your comfort zone, and just like Maddie told us that, you know, she was pushed into it. Oh, all of us mommies have pushed a little, you know, but that's what got it. And that actually, you know, has worked out really well for you, Maddie, didn't it? All right, let's go back to before we get off here. Let's meet the girls again. Let's talk to the girls again. And of course, I'd like to actually we'll talk. I'll give it to Abigail, or actually Becky. Just give. Okay, we'll start over there. And okay, and just kind of again, tell us your name again, and then tell us maybe like what you like the best about the Washington County Fair. What do you enjoy the most? Okay.
My name's Lily Gilstrap, and my favorite thing about the fair is probably the rides and being able to hang out with my friends a lot. We all get together and ride as many rides as we can, and it's just really fun.
My name is Jayla Bat, and my favorite part of the fair is just showing animals and hanging out with all of our friends.
My name is Amelia Tedrow, and my favorite part about the fair is probably riding the rides and spending time with my friends also.
My name is Izzy Guthrie, and my favorite part of the fair is being able to exhibit my livestock and hang out with my friends and family members.
My name is Chloe Crockett, and my favorite thing about the fair is whenever they turn on all the lights on the rides.
My name is Allison Hardy, and my favorite thing about the fair is the rides.
My name is Arena Hardy, and my favorite part about the fair is being able to catch up with the people I haven't seen in a long time and also enjoying a lemonade shake-up.
My name is Molly Coomer, and my favorite thing about the fair is the tractor pull and be able to come to the fair with my friends. My name is Samantha Catherine Bowers, and my favorite part about the fair is whenever the sun goes down just enough that it's dark out and all the lights on the rides are on and you're on the top of the Ferris wheel looking around and everyone is just bustling about and it's just a magical moment.
My name is Bailey Hardwick, and I would say my favorite part of the fair is just all the people that come to attend and enjoy the fair.
My name is Maddie Akers, and my favorite part about the fair is spending long days that include showing, and then after that you get to go and have fun and ride rides.
Hi, I'm Abigail Young. My favorite part about the fair would be probably the food. That was my favorite. I really like the chicken tenders from the Bloomin' Onion, of course, and lemonade shake-ups. And I love getting to meet new people around at the fair and getting to be around with my court.
Hi, my name is Becky White. What I like about the fair is everything. I love it. I love the getting to see volunteering. I love the fair board and all the hard work that goes into it, the behind the scenes and everybody working together to make it successful. And I love whenever, just like all of us I feel like on the fair board support each other so well. And I feel like tonight is Becky's event and we're all cheering you on too, Becky, and know that you work very hard at this and you've got this, girl, and these girls, we know that the experience, and I know personally, I've seen Becky behind the scenes in action, what they're learning and the little things that Becky's in your ear telling you, I promise you'll forever remember. But these are good things. And this is actually, it's wonderful for these young ladies. And we want to wish you and your event, Becky, the best. And, can't wait for the success it's going to be. And then tomorrow I'll have mine. And then, of course, as we go on the parade event, we wish all of the committees and all of the volunteers, we wish them the best of luck. And again, thank you for all that they do. And we all do. And we're all for helping each other and cheering each other on. Don't you feel that it's a good relationship?
Yes, I do. I think we all are there to make it a wonderful week for everyone here in the community. And thank you. It's all the little things that make the difference for this week. So I'm excited to start it out and then let someone else take up Saturday and go the rest of the week through it.
Right. Well, let's give this to Holly Thompson. Holly Thompson, wait, you introduce yourself and then also tell us what's your favorite thing about the fair.
I'm Holly Thompson. I mean,
And your sponsor is Salem Crossing.
my sponsor, Salem Crossing. And my favorite thing about the fair is the funnel cakes.
Yes.
Yeah. And the environment. I mean, you just the vibes that go on here, the energy. I love it. Love
And-
every bit of it.
And the demo derby, right?
And the demo derby.
Yeah.
That's
you like-
always been my favorite growing up. Always.
All right.
Always.
Let's thank our sponsors, Holly.
We'd like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Po' Boys Barbecue, and Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn. Thank you, sponsors.
And best of luck to our Washington County Queen and Teen. Tonight, come cheer them on and come be a part. Let's support these young ladies. They're doing the work. We can sit and watch them. And so let's get out and support them. And again, thank you, Becky DeWeese, for joining us this morning.
You're quite welcome.
We'll
Thanks
send it-
for having us.
All right. Then we'll send it back to the studio.